Hey guys, hey Facebook, and if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, hey to all you guys out there on YouTube. It is Thursday, September 7th, and I decided to switch up the area that I'm doing this live from today, and I'm actually in, I don't even know what we call this room, our piano room, I guess, our trophy room. We have all of our trophies in here too, but I actually was in here earlier today playing and singing, and I haven't done that in a long time because I've been so busy, or maybe that's just my excuse, but I do want to get back to relearning the piano. So some of you know that when I was 13 years old, I quit playing the piano. I had taken lessons since I was like 7. And it was one thing my dad told me when I was 13, you know, this is something that you're gonna regret. And of course at 13 years old, I mean, who believes what their mom and dad say, right? That's lame. But it is the absolute one thing in life that I did regret. So I wanted to talk about quitting, and you guys probably got intrigued by my live feed if you're watching this on Facebook, that quitting is for losers, right? So let's just talk about quitting. Why do we quit? Drop a 1 below if you are watching this and you've ever quit something. It's super common, right? People quit things, but I often find myself just asking that question, like, man, why would you quit that? Why would you give up on that? And I did a little bit of research and a little bit of psychology on the reason why we quit, or the reason. So I actually have 10 for you. The first one is oftentimes we just allow ourselves to become so overwhelmed that we just give up, right? And sometimes this can be, if it's in business, maybe competition. You know, the business next to you is doing better than you, and it's just too much for you to take, so you give up or you quit. Hearing the word no, right? I've been in network marketing for 5 years. We own gyms. I used to slay all day, slinging memberships, and I heard the word no a lot. And to this day, I still hear the word no. But there's things that you can do to get over that, and don't quit just because you hear the word no, right? Pressure. People allow the pressure to get to them, and this can be related to so many different areas, not just business, but nutrition, relationships. I mean, there's so much pressure in our world, and actually my sister told me this the other day. It was kind of crazy, but she was talking about, I think, a child that could have went into a gifted class or could have not, and the parent was actually like, you know what? I'm kind of glad they didn't go into that gifted class, because I don't want my kid to have all of that pressure that I know they put on them in those classes. And I kind of thought to myself, man, you know, I just don't recall as a kid having that kind of pressure, but maybe the world is different in schools and trying to get into college and all these things, and that pressure can definitely lead to quitting, right? I played softball all my life, from the time that I was 5 years old until my senior year of college. And the one thing my dad always told me is that he would never pressure me. I was a pitcher, and when he taught me how to pitch, and he said, you're going to be a pitcher, he said, you need to throw 100 pitches every single day, but I will never tell you it's time to go throw. You need to come to me. I will catch for you every single day because you need to do it. I will catch you, I will coach you, but I will never tell you that it's time to go do it. So that was one of the things, like, I never had that pressure, and I played softball. I still played into my adult years. I played slow pitch until I screwed up my shoulders. But I loved it, you know, and I think it was because there wasn't that pressure. So the second reason that a lot of people quit things is just a lack of results, right? That's frustrating. If you're not seeing the results, that can be frustrating. I get it, but guess what? Typically the reason you're not seeing the results is because you're not doing the activity. So a lack of activity will result in a lack of results. Think about this scenario. If you decide you want to be a basketball player and you go out and you take 10 shots and you miss every single one and you quit. Well, you only took 10 shots. What if you had unlimited amount of shots? How many do you think you would make? Because you never quit, you're gonna make a lot more shots than if you only give yourself 10 chances. Number 3 is self-sabotage. And I struggle with this one when I hear people tell me that they often self-sabotage things. But I've done a lot of research on it, and it's pretty crazy that A lot of times self-sabotage simply stems from being alone. So when we're by ourselves, when we're talking to ourselves, we let that creep in. We let ourselves tell ourselves that it can't happen. I can't do that. And when you start telling yourself these things, you will convince yourself these things. So you've got to make sure that the self-talk is positive and it's not negative, and it's not telling you that you're not good enough or you're never going to succeed or you're never going to accomplish that, right? You will convince yourself that if you allow it. Number 4, you're a problem magnet. So what does that mean? I'm a problem magnet? It means that you attract crap. You attract crap into your life and you let it creep in and you let the negativity come in. You allow the excuses to overtake things, and all of these things add up and they allow you to quit. So stop attracting the crap. Get it out of your life. You have that choice, right? Number 5, bad decisions. This kind of all ties in together. You're seeing a theme. Bad decisions lead to quitting. Well, what are those bad decisions? There's so many of them, and I can go in so many avenues, but I'm going to stick with 2. So the first one is nutrition. Bad decisions lead to quitting. Bad decisions like, hey, come out and have drinks with us tonight, when you know like you have to be up at 9 a.m. for that workout. And the bad decision of going out and getting drinks typically lead to going out and eating food that isn't on your plan. And then it leads to you not waking up for that workout. So it all ties in together. So bad decisions will lead to quitting. Bad decisions in business. This can just be from a motivation standpoint. If you are allowing people into your life that are talking to you negatively and telling you that you can't do something and telling you that you're not good enough, you are making that decision to be around that person. So stop. Get rid of them. You can love someone from afar. You really can. I've done it all my life, and I don't have a problem with it. But it's hard. But think about it like this, you guys. Think about those bad decisions or those people that are causing bad decisions. Think of them like the flu, right? If you continue to go around that person that has the flu, you're gonna get it. So just stop going around them. Stop putting yourself in that situation. Number 6, procrastination will lead to quitting. I know so many people that are procrastinators. I used to be one of them. Typically, if it's something that I didn't want to do, I would put it off. But like when I was in college, let me tell you this, I wrote a 30-page autobiography overnight because I put it off, because I procrastinated, because I didn't want to do it. But guess what? If I didn't do it, I probably wouldn't have passed the class and I probably wouldn't have a degree in psychology. But you've got to just stop the procrastinating. Get it done, make it happen, and then go enjoy those things that you want to do, right? Number 7, typically loners. Loners end up quitting. And it goes back to those same things that when we're alone, we're talking to ourselves. And if we don't have a support system, we're gonna quit, right? You need a support system, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in business, whether it's in your workouts or nutrition. You've gotta get yourself around those same like-minded people that are gonna encourage you and not discourage you. Number 8 is self-doubt. So kind of the same thing, right? Self-doubt, you guys, negative talk, all of those things that creep into your mind. Your mind is so powerful. It is so powerful. You can do anything that you want if you tell yourself, if you tell your mind that that's what you're gonna do. So don't let self-doubt allow you to quit, right? Stop doubting yourself. Be powerful. You are more powerful than anything that you allow to creep into your life. We talked about in one of our nutrition seminars, we talked about emotional eating. We all do it. We struggle. It's tough, right? We're in these environments that food is always the go-to thing. But if you allow yourself, if you're on some type of program and you have this goal and you allow food to creep in and take over, what you're doing is you're saying that that food is stronger than you. If you're allowing yourself to cheat on your marriage or your relationship, then you're saying that that outside source is stronger than you. And nothing's stronger than you if you don't allow it to be. Number 9 is selective hearing. And we used to joke, if my sister Laura watches this, we used to tell her all the time she had selective hearing. I think all kids do, right? They only hear what they want to hear. They hear you can watch TV once you do your homework, but all they really hear is you can watch TV. They don't hear the homework, they don't hear the chores, right? But selective hearing that leads to quitting is that thing that you only hear that you can't do it. You only hear that you'll never be successful. You only hear that it's not worth it. So stop allowing yourself to have selective hearing and hear everything. And then finally, number 10, and this is a big one, who is in your ear? Who's your support system? Is it your spouse? Think about this scenario. So you have this goal, and it's tough, it's hard, it's grueling, and you are grinding to make it happen, but you just want to give up. And then your partner comes in the door and says, hey honey, I believe in you. I know that you can do this. How much harder are you gonna work because you have someone that believes in you? So find that person, find someone who believes in you, whether it's your partner, whether it's your mentor, your best friend, it doesn't matter who it is, find that person. And especially like in this industry of network marketing, I find a lot of times it's not the spouse right away. The spouse is typically the one that is a doubter, doesn't believe in it, doesn't think that they're ever going to achieve it. Push through that. Find someone else. Obviously, don't leave your spouse just because you want to do this industry or whatever it is, but find someone else. The same goes for nutrition, for bodybuilding. When we prep people for bodybuilding shows, we see a lot of divorce happen. And a lot of times it's the woman finally gains confidence and decides, you know what, you're not worth it. But we don't like that. We don't want that to happen. So find that support system. Find that person that's going to be in your ear and going to always encourage you, especially when the times get really, really hard. So I love you guys. I'm so excited that you were on here. Vicki, I adore you, and I'm so glad to see you on my live. I miss you, and I pray for you every day. I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday, and I will see you soon.